What's up, guys? We're gonna go working into a half kneeling hip pry. So we'll start from the lizard posture. So we'll get into half kneel, and lizard will have the back leg in complete hip extension, so a straight hip angle. Left hand comes down, the right leg is forward, so opposite. From here, I make sure that the hip point on the trail leg continues to point towards the ground, because as I open up, I don't want to twist the spine. I want to make sure that I'm getting as much work done on the front leg's hip capsule as possible. I keep a little bit of a pull in with the lead leg, so I'm kind of hugging in with the inner thighs. Adduction, so I'm adducting, right? So I put my hand to the inside of the leg, I keep a little bit of a pull in, and then I just start to push. And I slowly allow my hand to win the battle of tug of war. Once I get to my max range, I pull back in with the leg a little bit harder, and I allow the leg to win while adding a little bit of resistance with the hand. Now, what I meant by keeping the trail leg's hip pointing towards the ground is not letting yourself twist. So I've allowed the hip to go with me, then I'll get to my max range, and then I'd be like, hey, I can go further, and I end up twisting, which isn't real hip range of motion. It's more of a spinal twist, and it makes it look like I'm getting hip range. So I want you to really bias the hip range, add the tension in the leg, keep the back leg pointing towards the ground, and then pry open, allow the foot to come off. I very rarely will allow that, but I allow the hip to come off here, the foot to come off here, and then I pull back to center with tension. Doing your best to feel as much as possible in this front leg hip socket. You may feel a little bit of a hip flexor stretch on that back leg.